From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Casino Secrets with Vegas Vic and Ziggy.
So, what's our next question there, my pal?
Blackjack or Baccarat? Which is better?
Blackjack or Baccarat? You know, Baccarat is a really strange game. It's a very simple game to play because in Baccarat there are really no decisions to be made, especially if you play it in American casinos where it is a dealer or house dealt game. And so it's a bet whether the player wins or whether the banker wins, and the third option is to bet on the tie. The tie pays 8-1. The house edge on the player hand and the banker hand are almost very close, about 1.1, 1.3%. Of course, you pay a 5% commission on the banker hands and so forth. Personally, I don't see the allure of that game. I know that this particular game is very popular amongst high rollers, and I think one of the reasons is because the game originated in Europe, and in Europe the players can actually bank the game themselves, and that's why the shoe is called the bank. Banco is what they call it in Monte Carlo. And the person that owns the bank then banks the game, and they therefore enjoy a slight mathematical edge. And that's one of the reasons why the European or traditional version of it, the ones that you see in the James Bond movies, for example, is a little bit more entertaining than the regular game that's played in most casinos today. So I would say that Blackjack is by far the more profitable and the more exciting game, because in Blackjack you can actually affect the outcome by learning some basic skills. For example, the basic strategy, which are those little cards that you can buy anywhere. You can buy them even at the casino store, and they tell you what to hit and when to stand and when to split and when to double down and so forth. That's called a basic strategy. If you learn to do that, and you play most blackjack games that do not deal from an automated shuffler, which is a continuous shuffler, then you can cut the house edge down to about 0.5%. And if you learn some very basic blackjack playing strategies, such as rudimentary card counting, which does not require a great deal of knowledge, you simply have to learn which cards are counted as high, which cards are counted as low. It's called a high-low count. And just keep a track of the picture cards and the aces. You know, the fewer picture cards and aces that you see being dealt out, the better it is for you. The more of the little cards you see dealt out, the better it is for you. The fewer of the little cards that you see being dealt out, the worse it is for you. So Blackjack is one of those games where you can actually make a difference in how much you win, how often you win, and how much you lose or how little you lose. Now, in this particular book that I've just shown you before, Casino Secrets, and I'll show you the book on my website as well, I have a whole section on very simple strategies for blackjack that will help anybody, even novice players, to quickly get into the game and enjoy it for much more profitability that would have been possible otherwise if you just play by the seat of your pants. So I would say out of Blackjack or Baccarat, definitely Blackjack to my preference.